Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, so rather interesting after yesterday's video that how my daughter was going to call Albert Einstein into the biology GCSE exam, that all the memes on the GCSE memes seem to be what the hell are squares doing in the biology exam. So I'm not sure what we done then with the energy, but we may have actually, kind of, I don't know. We asked for Einstein. He gave them squares. Okay. And it seems to be, me and my daughter was chuckling over it. So she has her English literature exam, GCSE exam today, and she's calling upon Mr. William Shakespeare. So it's going to be interesting to see what the memes are later from the kids after they sat this exam today. But that's who she's called forth. So we're quite enjoying playing with the universe. And anyway, why are cubes, why are squares in the biology exam? I'm kind of thinking, well, you did kind of call upon Albert Einstein, like just to hold a science, man. It's MC squared, come on. Anyway, let's leave it there. Let's have a look at the energy today. It's a lot about getting over the past, a lot about refusing to see what Divine's sending to you, all the messages. I've been speaking about this for a few days, haven't we, about if you ignore the synchronizations, they're going to come at you tenfold. Okay. And it was more actually I was speaking about, I said to my daughter, because after her exam, she texted me and put, it was terrible. And I said, don't worry, Albert hasn't let you down. So this is before, like, the kids had got home and they'd started to put these memes out. And so even if you hashtag GCSE 2019 and in biology, you'll see them. It's just the GCSE memes. So it's on Facebook. It's a community they've got. It's interesting to see how these children are talking about, I suppose their stress levels and how they're feeling that this is a bit pointless studying. It's quite interesting to see, actually. It's like, yeah, yeah. There was one actual comment about not being able to lift your head during an exam because the kind of, I don't know, the people that are monitoring the exam kind of look at you and as if to say, why? But I teach my children to do that. You need to lift your head to be able to connect, to recall. So I'm not sure that's kind of like, yeah, because I've always said to my children, everything you need is in there, but you need to recall. Now, you can try this test with anybody. You can ask them to try and remember something of the past. So if I can go, if I try and remember, let's say, my favourite teddy bear, okay, I've looked up, I know that myself. I was thinking of Sunshine Bear, Care Bear. And then there was a rainbow one. Yeah, Sunshine Bear. Cup of sunshine. So when you actually recall something, you don't tend to put your head down like this. You tend to look up. So I always say to my children, imagine you've got this imaginary blackboard, okay? And because mostly it's formations, it's recall, especially when it's spelling tests, which I was touching on yesterday. It's like if you take the word little, it's more you recognise it by the formation of the words. So I've always said to my children, everything's in there. You just need to lift your head, look up, recall. Okay. But they're kind of guided that they're not allowed to lift their heads. So that all seems a bit ballsed up to me. But my daughter said it feels like you can't actually even move, like turn your head or look anywhere. You just have to be like this. And if you lift your head up, then they obviously think that something's wrong. So I'm not. Yeah, I had that during my my theory test actually for my when I learned how to drive for my driving test, when I'd done the theory part, because I'd studied really well for it. So when I went in, it was very automatic. It was just like click, 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 click. And then at the end, I kind of leaned back in my chair and just had a rest. And straight away, the lady was over to me. She went, is there anything wrong? And I'm like, no, I'm just finished. She's like, do you want to go back over it? And I'm like, no, most definitely not. I'm done. And I was telling the story, like, to my daughters actually yesterday, and I said, and I said, well, do you want me to wait or can I go? And she's like, no, you can go. And I had all my test results and everything before anyone even came out. And I kind of went to her, how did I do? And she went to me, well, you're good enough to be a driving instructor. I was like, oh, happy days, off you go. So it was, don't question yourself. That's just kind of what I say to my kids. Just go with your initial, but yeah, lift your head. Recall. Okay, so keep your chin up. a deeper meaning to that for me now, because I just kind of went, I texted her when she said she thought that her test was disastrous and said, Albert hasn't let you down. And I said, keep your chin up. And I thought, oh, yeah, exactly that, keep your chin up. Right, let's have a look at what the cards want to say. We've got a hangman. We've got somebody who's pausing, and he's pausing for more information. And he can come down when he wants to, but he won't do until he's got enough information to satisfy him. So there's a hangman. You're pausing for enlightenment, which means that you're gaining more information. Fly away. So the information is coming in, but you're hanging upside down. Okay. You've got the Chariot here, so this is the universe definitely giving you a nudge. They're prodding you. They're two major arcanas. They're prodding you towards your legacy. Like there's three. Major arcana, universe, is really making you, it's telling you to pause for thought. This here is a Chariot. There could be a slight recklessness to this card, because it can be that you don't really want to go, but the universe is pushing you. Towards your Ten of Pentacles. That's your stability, your security. That's where you'll feel your worth, and that's where you will, it's like, pass down a legacy. Being very good role models. That's really about sharing your, I want to say, the wealth of your knowledge. You're studying. You've got the hangman here. You know stuff. So, but maybe you're not letting on because you haven't really come down. There's more cards turned over. Quite a few. How did they get turned over? Let's see. I can feel them because they've kind of bent round the other way. Just making sure that's all of them. Yeah, they've all stayed together. You've got the moon. We've got a full moon coming up. This is when you can release old toxicity from your life. Because we've got the moon here, and then we've got, it's time for a celebration. And then there's a resurrection. And then we have, these are two energies here of somebody not being aware of something. They're blindfolded, guarded here. And then we have somebody here who's trapped and they don't really need to be. So I'm not sure what them two cards are because they've thrown me here at the end. So we've got here, got somebody who's reflecting, okay, and gaining more insight with the hangman. So they are pausing. It looks like maybe they are becoming enlightened now. The universe, I think, has kind of pushed this on you. And so I feel that the universe is really nudging you now towards the path that you're meant to be on. So it looks like you're here to guide, to care and to love. Then we have the moon card. So maybe you've got some plans around the time of this full moon. A new beginning maybe, just let go of the old. Because we have the moon card, which is, it's like talking to the moon, maybe a bit Bruno Mars style. Trying to get to you. I'm not... Looks like it's talking under the moon here. Then we have the card of celebration. And a resurrection. So, which makes me feel that this full moon could be quite significant for you. Then we have the Two of Swords, which is about being guarded. There's feminine energies here, though, but there's a masculine energy in the read, but those two cards are very feminine, so it looks like somebody is not aware of this. This person will be following their own spiritual guidance, because what happens here is that you don't really have any interference. You allow the divine to actually guide you, even though there are feelings of not knowing which path to take. You at a crossroads and feeling trapped. But they are both that you can get out of yourself, but it's normally that actually they're the two cards where you feel trapped, but you're being divinely guided. But there's a feminine energy with them two cards there. So I'm going to leave them over here because we've got 6 here, and then we've got those 2 over there. Now I've got no other tarot cards out. Okay, how can I clarify this? I'm going to clarify with Archangel guidance, with Oracle cards. Be interesting. Let's have a look at the Hangman, because somebody is not making any movement, but it looks like the universe is saying that that's the right thing at the moment. So let's have a look at this Hangman while you're in the Hangman mode. The universe is nudging you, so they are showing you, but it's still a major arcana, so it's waiting for the right time. Timing's not just quite right. So let's have a look at this Hangman. Healthy lifestyle. Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep and exercise regularly for optimal health. So this is about working on your health. This is you getting ready. Okay. Which will really help because it will increase your energy levels and your confidence and self-esteem. So healthy lifestyle. That would be clearing out all toxic energy, working on you. Let's look at this Chariot. The major arcana here is the universe is giving you a push. It's the card of triumph, but you do need a helping hand to get going. It's like you need the confidence, which that healthy lifestyle will give you a real boost. Exercising. Okay, let's have a look at this Chariot. Clairaudience. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. Yeah, that's that nudge. That's the universe with the Chariot here. You have a loving guidance here from yourself, from yourself, inside your mind or from other people. Right, let's have a look at this Ten of Pentacles. It's about being very financially abundant, secure. Nurture. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. I said about creating a caring environment, and that's what I feel. It's let's read this. Healthy lifestyle. Hearing the love and guidance. This is about creating your legacy. Why? Because it's nurturing. That's all I'm feeling. This is something to do with children, or maybe your own inner child. Not feeling that you're worthy of that legacy, but it seems, it seems that actually, because I've picked up on just, if you look at the gentleman in the background, sitting down, well, it's not really in the background, he is for them. He's kind of just, playing with the dogs there, got the children, and then they may be his children, his family, but so let's have a look at this nurture. One reason why it's important for you to help children is because you're also helping your own inner child in the process. You're teaching what you need to learn, so pay particular attention to the messages you deliver to children and their parents. Know that those messages are for you as well. Take time to play, laugh, and be silly and carefree. Nurture your inner child with as much love and attention as possible. So that's kind of your key, is your loving nature. Yeah, it's how you advise and guide people, and you kind of show them the way. So it's like, have a look at what you're saying and see whether you're living like that, because that's really the real example that people are gonna want to follow. Not so much your words, but actually your own way of living. That will be the example. Okay, so nurturing. It's very lovely, nurturing energy here. With the Ten of Pentacles, because it's a legacy, you'll be sharing that. It's like you're on the gates of the community here, the archway. Okay, let's have a look at the moon. Yeah, I said something's going to kind of happen around this moon, and it's got you know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Moonlit fun, because you've got, I don't know, whether you're meeting under the moon for a celebration and there's a resurrection, but there's something about, oh, my pussycats are fighting. Hey. Under the moon. No fighting under the moon. They're not fighting, it's like they're talking. You know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Something to do with this moon. Okay, let's read what this message is. You are far wiser than you realise, and your inner wisdom has already given you the answers that you seek. Embrace this knowledge and trust it. If you're doubtful, ask me to give you clear signs to validate your thoughts and ideas. I can also help you put your ideas into action and make decisions about the next steps to take. Just ask me and then be willing to work with me by taking action. So working with Archangel Uriel. Uriel helps to illuminate cloudy situations by lighting your pathway. He usually only lights one step at a time, however, so you may not be able to clearly discern the ultimate outcome of your actions, but you will know what step to take next, all along the way with Uriel's help. Okay, so that's with the moon. Let's have a look at his celebration card, Three of Cups. Let's have a look at what this celebration is. Because those two cards at the end here are obviously the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. It's feminine energy, who's not aware of whatever this is going on. So let's have a look, see if we can find out what this celebration is. I've just seen a magpie flying over. Oh, two. What do magpies mean? Two magpies. I don't often see magpies, so I'm going to have to Google it. Okay, two magpie meaning. Two for joy. That's cool. I can read it all. As the well-known rhyme 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl and 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret never to be told. Okay, we've got 2 for joy. So the celebration is, it's a celebration, we know that much. Okay. Prioritize. Trust on your highest trust. Focus. How does focus even look like trust? Okay. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organised and motivated. Celebration time. Time to prioritise. They're carrying a gift there. Let's read it. Prioritise. What's your calling? What makes your heart sing? When you focus on these areas, your joyful energy increases, which benefits everyone. Take charge of your schedule and spend more time on projects and activities close to your heart. Make choices that honour your priorities and support your life's mission. So it looks like around this moon, which isn't far away, 3 days. I believe it's on the 18th. It looks like you're going to know what to do and you prioritise. This is towards working towards, it's a celebration, it's joy. So working with Archangel Metatron. Metatron is one of the 2 archangels who once walked upon earth as human men. The other one is Sandalphon. Metatron was the prophet and scribe, Enoch, who ascended after his exemplary earth life. He continues working as a scribe and record keeper in heaven. He helps people develop organisational and record keeping skills as well. When you call upon Metatron, he motivates you to organise your priorities. So this is you getting your priorities in order and like focusing on your joy, because next we have the resurrection card. So, which is about you triumphing. Oh, okay, well I wasn't going to take all them. I was actually aiming for another one, but it's dropped them on my lap. Got 4. Let's have a look at this resurrection. There's sensitivity here. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honour yourself and your feelings. The resurrection. Sensitive. Sensitive topics? It must be because we've got the nurturing card here. Toxic topics. You are safe. Yeah, most definitely. So you may be sensitive, but you're protected. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home, which is perfect with the nurturing around that. You're teaching and learning. I said it's about you being a teacher now, a role model. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. We're going to read that one. The Hangman's gaining ideas. It's like you need to start putting these ideas into action and sharing what you know. Big topic for yesterday. So, let's look at teaching and learning. It's about you setting an example, and it looks like within your community. You are a spiritual teacher and an avid learner. Learning and teaching are linked in a perfect cycle in which information comes to you when you need it. Teach others about the topics that awaken your passions. The more you teach, the more your lessons are reinforced within yourself. Be open to sharing new ideas and learning about topics that aren't in your immediate sphere of interest. Your students will teach you in many ways too. Trust in your teaching and learning abilities as your mind is one with the divine mind of God. You are an intelligent and wise being. Know that it's safe in this lifetime for you to be outspoken in your teachings. Yeah, sensitive topics, okay. There's this fear here of actually being able to speak what it is that you now know, these new teachings. So, okay, let's see what working with Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel is the ultimate spiritual professor. He's patient, kind, and has access to all knowledge. He's widely known for his ability to help human memory function. It's interesting, seeing as a chin up, recall, helps you with your memory function. So that's who really we can call upon. Okay, I quite like calling upon the past masters, you know. But obviously you've got Zadkiel, who's a good all-rounder to call in with your memory. So if you need to remember or memorize any information, ask Zadkiel to assist. Anything that you need to know, Zadkiel is glad to teach you. Just ask him questions in order to elicit his help. Sometimes Zadkiel uses the Socratic method of teaching, which means that he'll lead you so you can learn for yourself. Being observant of patterns in everything you see, hear, and think is the best way to benefit from Zadkiel's teachings. And this is exactly what these two energies are. Just trust him. The signs are synchronizations. There's no kind of control here, having control of just going with the with the flow. So that's interesting, isn't it? To be able to pass that info on. Right, that's the end of that one. Oh, we've got another one that come out. This is all for the resurrection. Sensitivity, you are safe, teaching and learning, and victory. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. I don't want to read this one. We did read this one the other day. Oh, I do want to read it. Okay. Let's read the victory card. Comes out great with that resurrection, though. So, you deserve this time of victory. Your unwavering focus and dedication have resulted in blissful manifestation. So something's been going on here. A lot of studying. It's kind of like, well done you. Yeah, but then you have to put that knowledge into action, don't you, for it to become kind of any use. Use it. You can see the power, especially if we're talking about manifestation here. You can see the power of the law of attraction and how it works. I spoke about how an energy, like yesterday, was kind of sent out. We had the card come up about us being a collective storehouse. And anyway, let's carry on reading. You deserve this time of victory. Your unwavering focus and dedication have resulted in a blissful manifestation. Peace and pleasant feelings are yours right now. Let your focus be on this present moment and savour each feeling and experience fully. Know that the future is taken care of in a positive way as you allow yourself to enjoy the present moment. Feel good about who you are and know that your success benefits others. That's really nice. Working with Archangel Sandalphon. Well, we had Metatron, didn't we, and Sandalphon, so they're both the, it says Sandalphon is one of the two archangels, okay, who are mortal men who lived such remarkable spiritual lives that they ascended. So it's like you're an angel. You've got both of the, the angels that were actually mortal men. So they ascended into archangeldom. The other one is Metatron. Sandalphon can help your life be a masterpiece as well. Ask him to help you live in integrity with your spiritual gifts of prophecy, healing, and manifestation fully awakened. Sandalphon can help you speak your truth openly in a way that benefits everyone. It'll also help you appreciate all the miracles and victories of every size in your life. Okay, now I need to find out about this Two of Swords because the energy I feel from it isn't the same. So because we've got the Hangman here, so we know exactly what this energy is doing. But then we have this going within but there's just the feminine energy with these two cards. So let me just see if I can pull a card just on that Two of Swords. Angel therapy. So there's healing going on here. Give your cares and worries to us, angel, and allow us to take your burdens. So, okay, I'm going to get something more. Because I said that I feel that someone's not aware of this going on, but they may be burdened. So they're receiving a lot of angel therapy and guidance and love through the angels. But it's just breathe. Yeah. They could be picking up on this energy, this person. And they're not sure what's going on, so they're guarded. Give your cares and worries to us, angels, and allow us to take your burdens. And breathe. Take several deep breaths to exhale slowly, and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release soul patterns. So there's a clearing going on over here. I'm going to get one more because I'm really not sure what that card is. Clairvoyance. Spiritual awakening. It's like spiritual sight is opened and patience. Okay, so this energy here, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realise. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So this energy is an awaiting energy of healing, breath work, so actually being able to compose themselves through stressful situations. Clairvoyance, spiritual sight, awakening fully, and having the patience to allow for manifestations to manifest. Bottom of the deck, indigo and crystal children. You have a bond with children, in particular you can help children who are sensitive. So that's going back to this. And this here is the underlying energy here, which is this feminine energy, which is bound. And then we need to delve more deeper. Let's somebody is in the dark, put it that way. That's what I'm feeling. Somebody is in the dark. It's a separate energy to this. But I'm not sure who it is or how they're affected by it. But this has to do with about children, nurturing children, and sharing fresh new knowledge, like lollipops. It's like knowledge. It's about working with children. Anyone that says that cats go to the toilet in other people's garden, not mine. Good boy. Okay. I have a fly sitting here. It's really weird actually, because in my bedroom I had a fly on the outside of the window and it wouldn't budge. He was just kind of staring in. So these pets are staying close to home, aren't they? Right, let's have a look. Reward yourself. You've been given a lot of yourself lately and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood and motivation at a consistently high level. Well, you know what to do around the full moon, apparently. You've got to prioritise, and it looks like you could be having your reward because it's to do with joy. So it says ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's unpleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. The Hangman now. Yeah, you need to kind of put this into action now. Maybe you've been hanging around to kind of using this. You want to, but because it's a sensitive topic, because it's a different viewpoint. Let's actually get a, have I got them here? Yeah, an oracle of shadows and light, and see what the sensitivity is, if we can pick up on what the kind of fear, I want to say the fear of being able to speak your truth. And it's normally just judgment, people judging you. But that doesn't really matter in the end when it's your truth. You need to live by your truth. You can have a look at other people's lives and you can choose, you know, if it's, I don't even know what I want to say about that. I wouldn't want to swap my life with anybody, put it that way. I don't get jealous of anybody. Just if somebody's doing something that I like, then I'll incorporate that. I'll take on the lessons. I'll follow their example if it seems that it's working for them. If it seems it's working, other people can judge and you can look at their lives and you think, I don't really see that things are really that working out. Anyway, so let's have a look at these. It says strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. Let's have a look and see if we can see what this block is. This sweet and defiant being holds fast to her Celtic cross, clutching her belief system, because without it she is not sure who she truly is. Perhaps it was given to her by a beloved, perhaps it represents her family, a loved one, or aspects of her soul. But the reason she holds on so tight is that she is lonely and has yet to connect with her soul family on a day-to-day basis. There are times in your life when you, too, may be surrounded by people, even those who you call friends, but you still feel extremely lonely amid it all, as she does. You may feel like you need a barrier between yourself and the world, as she does. So this is making sense. This is the feminine energy here. Because this is exactly, this person here is angel therapy and gone within, no outside interference. So strangely lonely, looking for a soul connection. Like looking for that soul tribe. So that's what I've just picked up. And so, and as she does, and it's just like I've just picked up on this energy here. This person's involved in this, but they're not aware of it. So there is a sense that you feel too strongly. Lost my flow. You may feel like you need a barrier between yourself and the world, as she does. There is a sense that you feel too strongly your individuality and that you are lonely, as she is too. So, strangely lonely speaks. You are holding so tightly to something that is proving to be a barrier between you and others, which is why you feel so alone at times. At present, you may need to open up just a little and admit that you crave like-minded people around you. This does not mean people who do the same things for a living as you. It means people who speak to your soul. You're craving metaphysical and mysterious discussions, and you've got some questions that truly need answers, or at least an exploration. It's time to consult oracles, the ones that we find when we seek out friends who tell us what they see, not what they think we wish to hear. And what you are likely to hear is that you must let something go. So, the divination message. One dilemma with living in a world you feel you must protect is that you fear other people intruding on it, disturbing the delicate balance. So you hold on tighter to whatever you have or whatever you feel makes you, you. The truth is, your inner world is richer than most, and it's an imaginative paradise or hell, depending on your state of mind. When you receive this card, please let go just a little and notice how this gives you room to interact and engage with loving others, and this therefore helps you recreate your world anew. It is likely you would choose carefully who you allow in, but at least one person does need to be let in, and at least one security blanket needs to be shown the door, just for the moment. Okay. That cleared up that, didn't it? Yeah. Now let's get some unicorn cards. Love was stuck in there, look. Didn't want to come out. It's like, let that flow. It wants to. It wants to nurture. It says you need to finish what you've started. You started something important and now it's time to complete it. Let's give this a read. At the beginning of a project, you feel excited because it's something new and different. This excitement gives you lots of energy. It also makes you want to try. It also makes you want to spend a lot of time working on the task. But the excitement may fade away, causing you to lose interest. At that point, you may walk away from it. When you have lots of unfinished projects, your mind feels scattered. The unfinished jobs nag at you, which isn't fun. So with the, it says about prioritising, okay, and this joy. You are being nagged by the universe. You're having that prod with the Chariot card here. So this card asks you to go back to an important project. You already know which one it is and complete it. The act of finishing something helps you become a more organised person and makes you feel better about yourself. This specific task will also help with your larger goals. That's why it's important to finish. So there's some karma here that needs to be wrapped up. There's something that you need to complete. We carry on. It's actually easier to finish something than it is to deal with the feelings related to the project being incomplete. The easiest way to finish it is to spend daily time working on it a little bit. What can you do today to bring the project to completion? If you're unsure, ask your angels and unicorns for help. They can give you ideas as well as the energy to work on finishing what you've started. You'll thank them and yourself after the task is done. And then we've got laughter. So reward yourself, you need to prioritise. So the next card is laughter. You've been so serious lately that you're feeling stressed. It's time to lighten up and see the humour in the situation. There's always something to laugh about. Think about it for a minute. What part of your life is like a movie? What parts are funny? Laughing with love is very healing. Sometimes the best way to heal a situation is to step away from it. Can you read a funny book or watch a comedy on TV? Can you get together with friends and tell silly jokes? It feels so good to laugh hard, especially with loved ones. This card asks you to see the humour within each situation and not take life so seriously. You can ease your own stress and that of others with humour and laughter. Learn to feel joy no matter what's happening around you. Laughter and joy are magical because they bring happy situations into your life. And then we have happy thoughts. So it looks to me like you're getting your happy back on. And that's contagious. And that's what really you just need to focus on. It's just that. Sharing that, and everything else will just take care of itself. The words that flow, the conversations you have. It's amazing what getting happy can do for you. Happy thoughts. To feel happier right now, think about a memory or something else that makes you smile. The unicorns say that happiness is actually quite simple. It comes from thinking happy thoughts. By drawing this card, the unicorns say that you've been thinking some unhappy thoughts lately. They want to help you turn your life around by changing your thinking. Can you remember a time in your life when you felt really happy and safe? Think about that memory now and feel it in your body. Even if some sad things are going on in your life right now, you have the power to be happy by thinking these positive thoughts. The happier you are, the more quickly things will get better in your life. Happiness is a magical energy that attracts pleasant experiences to you, so don't delay in choosing to hold only good thoughts. This card also asks you to have happy thoughts about other people. You can always choose to see good or bad things in people, and that includes what you choose to see in your own self. To have better relationships, focus on the good within yourself and others. This will motivate everyone to act in better ways. You can bring more happiness to the world by being joyful yourself. When you're happy, you lift the moods of everyone around you. Your happiness helps everyone feel better and helps all of us to enjoy a better world. What are some happy thoughts that you can think of right now? Enjoy them. Someone's getting that happy on, yeah. Most definitely. It's about joy, happiness, and being able to share that. Okay. We'll get one more. It says you'll know in the morning. When you wake up, you'll have a better idea about what to do. Relax until then. I like this card because you can have no stress, okay? You can just chill out for the day. That's all good. So, what am I working with, unicorns? You'll know in the morning. One reason why you feel unsure right now is that you're trying too hard to know the answer. The best thing to do is to let go and relax. The answer is right there for you, and as soon as you stop trying so hard, you'll know what to do. In this case, the best solution is to sleep on it. When you awaken, you'll have a much better idea about the best plan of action. During your dream time, the angels and unicorns will show you how to come up with a happy solution. They'll show you that the power of love and light heal everything. They'll also help you find the strength to take action. So for right now, don't worry. Trust that your answer will be there for you when you wake in the morning. It may not be the whole answer, but it will at least guide you in the right direction. Sleep well. Okay. Cool. Want to have a look at the journey of love. See what card wants to come out today. But okay, I want to cough, so I'm just going to take mine. Okay. So bring me sunshine all the while. Bum, bum. Bring me laughter. I don't know the rest of the words, but I wanted to put or a smile. Mm-mm. Let's get a journey of love. They're upside down. I don't like shuffling when I know they're upside down. Okay, there it is. The heart of the moment, card number 16. You are entering a time in your life where past and future are colliding. In this present moment, you have a powerful opportunity to decide how you wish to continue in a certain pattern of relating or not. This may mean leaving a relationship or starting a new one, but even if you cannot yet make that decision with peace in your heart, you can still partake of the heart of this moment and decide how you shall choose to be. Will you speak? Will you choose to let go of shame and criticism, of judgment and anxiety, of loss and despair, and just be with your own heart now? Will you choose in this moment to trust yourself, even if that trust says you have to wait a while longer before you can make a more long-term decision? This is a time when you can alter your future, stepping into relationship with another, with the divine, with yourself in a new way. Even the smallest choice for love is a step in the best direction. You have the heart of the divine within you. It's not too hard for you to choose love. Let go of the people who want you to choose jealousy or fear or doubt. Their games are not nearly as fun. Choose love, and who knows, maybe they'll join your party instead. This oracle brings you a message. You are in a transition zone in your life and relationships. It is one moment that will manifest. Yes, it is one moment that will manifest as many opportunities where one choice will open up many pathways to fulfillment for you. We always have the chance to create our future with our present choices. But at this time, you are in an especially fertile karmic period, having just come out of a cycle of learning and about to enter into a new cycle. This is the time to be willing to take a chance or a risk to be happy within yourself, no matter what is going on around you. Your life is about to take a karmic turn, and you can feel peace in that knowing. Like how it says that maybe others would join you. And that's where you get to. You get to a point where you evolve so much that people have to rise to meet you. It's kind of like you can maybe go, you can't even really meet them halfway. It's like a Richter scale. If you're vibrating up here and they're vibrating down there, are you really going to go down, or are you going to help them to raise their vibration to come up? So, okay, let's read the, I say stay up here and they vibrate, they gravitate towards your energy. Okay, and that's really about when you learn to speak the truth, because the fear, the jealousy, and all this, you know, you're unique. So at the moment, you're kind of like standing out from the crowd, maybe. Well, you could be standing out, but at the moment, it looks like you're holding things back. Not sure though. Could have started. There's a lot of joy here and happiness. So it's like getting your happy on. Right, so let's read this poem. It's a helicopter. Love provides the opportunity to express the core essence of our very nature. It touches us at a level of feeling beyond the human norm and renders our beings incapable of a feeling with greater depth or wonder. Love is the fabric of life. It is the substance that holds it all together and the magic that opens the unknown. It is the quality that speaks to our soul, that opens our heart, that excites our spirit and allows us, in its presence, to become something greater than ourselves, something more than we are alone. Okay, let's get a postcard from Spirit. Feel stuck together. You are divine beauty. Sorry, it takes me a while to... I don't know if that says it's at the bottom of the card now. Dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave, and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved, and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much, rainbows explode in the ether. Rainbow Care Bear. That's what happened. I remember. I love the Care Bears. Okay. Law of Attraction cards. Act as if. So I've got the Law of Attraction cards out here. Yesterday I read the well-being ones. So, yeah. Card number 24. I am selfish enough to want to feel good. You cannot perceive life from any perspective other than that of yourself. Selfishness is a sense of self. Unless you are selfish enough to care about how you feel and therefore direct your thoughts in such a way that you are allowing a true connection to your inner being, you have nothing to give another anyway. Everyone is selfish. It is not possible to be otherwise. Okay. Let's get one more. The law of attraction treats my imagination as reality. Card number 21. The universe, which is responding to the thoughts you are thinking, does not distinguish between a thought from your observation of some observed reality and a thought brought about by your imagination. In either case, the thought equals your point of attraction, and if you focus upon it long enough, it will become your reality. That's about seeing the good in all. Okay, so if you start to see, obviously, people as not being godlike, that's what you're going to attract. So the universe, which is responding to the thoughts you are thinking, does not distinguish. What's going on? Sort it out with your words. Distinguish between a thought from your observation of some observed reality and a thought brought about by your imagination. So it's like, imagine what you're wanting to see into existence. We're going to get one more from the law of attraction here. I don't know if I held it up, but it's like the reflection of the moon there, isn't it? Like this here. About being selfish. We just had here. Selfish and it's like you create your own reality with your imagination. It's like, what are you creating? Okay. I understand the rules of the game of life. This is so important. Just because we've heard the words, have we heard the words game of life somewhere in here? I'm not sure. Now that I understand the rules of this game of eternal life, now that I understand the powerful law of attraction and deliberate creation, I can pre-pave, segment by segment, my life experience into becoming the allower I was born to be. For I was destined to live a fulfillment, and for I was destined to live a life of fulfillment and never-ending joy. I understand the rules of the game of life. Tree of knowledge, tree of wisdom there she's hugging. So it's really this energy here about understanding how it works. So no battle, is there? There's no force, there's no trying to control things. Okay. Rumi. We're going to finish on a Rumi message, guys. Okay, let's see what this Rumi message wants to say and we can wrap this up. What's that? I don't know how the song goes. I think it's from, is it from a musical? Get happy. My youngest daughter would know. She's like addicted to musicals. Okay. It says, blessing of Al-Hakim. Al-Hakim. Card number 40. It's getting warm now. Well, it's been lovely anyway, but that sun's really coming down. What's the time? Oh, it's 11:33. Okay, let's read this message. Sell your cleverness. Oh, how much can you see of this, guys, here? Don't really know. Ugh. Okay, there, hopefully. Sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Cleverness is opinion. Bewilderment is vision. The gift of wisdom, the blessing of Al-Hakim, gurgles up from your heart. Her blessing is evoked by life, like the laughter of a babe. Joyfully responding to the playful tickle of the mother's hand. Wisdom can make divine sense of anything, especially of that where logic is blinded. How I rever the blessing of Al-Hakim, of wisdom, for she is precious and welcome to me now and always, the dear friend who brings me such peace. Okay, let me put the card down because I'm not really sure how much you can see. A blessing of divine wisdom of Al-Hakim is being ministered to your soul, watched over by Rumi himself. This is soul medicine. It is a spiritual gift of healing, prophecy, insight, and the capacity to surrender any impatient claim for what you cannot yet have. As you receive this gift, this blessing which happens at a soul level, your attitude to life becomes more curious, open, still, and receptive. You no longer have to drive the unfoldment of your desires into form. You rest in assurance that your daily application and effort is enough, and so is your surrender. Mental anguish is soothed, and you are able to accept the unfathomable nature of divinity in its expression of itself as life. You become comfortable with the reality that the price of being closer to the divine is the giving up of your need to always understand. From this place of increasing stillness, great activity will flow. You shall become capable of being the surrendered vessel to the guiding divine hand, and truly great contributions to the human soul evolving can occur through you. So much will simply emerge, erupt, pulsate, and emanate out of you, and yet you will feel within as though you are doing nothing at all. Even while so much is happening through you, such holy paradox shall become your daily experience. You may feel unexpectedly, perhaps, that in some ways your vision for your life and purpose, your divine passion, is clearer than ever before, and in other ways completely unknown to you, a discovery yet to be made. This is as it should be. Wisdom bestows upon us the same capacity to work with the opportunities that are right before us, to release situations and circumstances that have passed, and to allow the future to take its shape according to the ineffable timing of life itself. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. If you are uncertain about an issue in your life, be at peace. There is divine healing that can occur most readily in the unknowing. Follow the sacred honour and ritual, and know that all is indeed well, beloved soul. Perhaps you are journeying very deep indeed, and your allegiance to your intellectual mind is softening in favour of allegiance to your heart knowing. You may find yourself craving different company with different interests, or finding the world of opinions and debate rather less to your liking, and the worlds of creative expression more nurturing and nourishing to your essence. If this is the case, this oracle comes as confirmation to trust in the changes you feel within in any and all ways, no matter how insignificant or dramatic they may seem. Know that they are seedlings of a new way that shall grow from one step into an entirely new and more sacred orientation in your life. You will not necessarily have any idea how that will happen or what it will look like. This matters not. The acorn becomes the oak because that is its innate destiny. It happens without any active participation apart from a willingness to grow through life. So it is with the precious blooming now happening within your soul. To know less can bring the greatest gift and blessing of all, to be able to love and therefore live more freely. This oracle also comes with special guidance to bring you peace. Look to the old ways, to the ancient wisdom teachings that run as one vein of life, giving love through all traditions. The old wisdoms teach of cycles, of timing, of letting go to allow for new life to happen, and of the greater intelligence and scheme of life to which we must surrender if we are ever to know even a moment's peace. The fire in your belly is a beautiful aspect of you. Just let it be the breath that swirls around and through the heart that ignites it, not the passing huffing and puffing of the impatient mind. For when the fire in the belly is fanned by the breath of the heart, you shall have peace and dynamic movement, restful stillness and soul-inspired action all at once. You shall become one with the living holy paradox, and the healing power of your love shall know no bounds. Right, okay, here's the healing sacred honouring ritual, or the sacred honouring ritual. Say aloud, I call on the divine presence that loves me unconditionally, and I surrender into your wisdom. Bless me now with the ability to accept your grace, your bounty, and your gift on my life, the gift of my life in all of its mystery. Help me learn and grow, that I may realise the love that lies within all, including my own being. May I dwell in the loving mystery of sacred compassion. I call upon the wisdom of the ancient ones, those who love me unconditionally and know truth. May your power and knowledge calm my mind and ignite my spirit, so that I may be one with love, empowered in peace and purpose. So be it. Rest. You have completed your sacred honouring ritual. I'm going to finish on some You've Got This cards. I like these. I actually got these for Christmas from a friend who's not really into spirituality at all. Or so she not makes out until she tells me she's been seeing 1111 everywhere. And it's, but yeah, she got me these cards. So I've got one here. It says, I can make good decisions. That's about trusting yourself with your own decision making. You can't really ask anybody else to do that for you. They're not in your position, are they? They don't know how you feel, what you're thinking. It's not really their decision to make. Only you can make your own decisions. We can ask for guidance, can't we? But let the fire inside of you burn brighter than the fire around you. That one came out yesterday, I think. You can make good decisions because you have all the answers within you. And so does everybody else. Being happy doesn't mean being perfect. No, just be happy. Nobody's perfect. We're going to get one more. A good laugh and a long sleep will cure all. That's exactly the guidance, isn't it? Rest, sleep, sleep on it. Good laugh. Get you happy on. What's the bottom? Be at ease with yourself. Okay. Have a fantastic guys. Have a fantastic day, guys. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Enjoy the sunshine. Get you happy on. Go and sprinkle that shit everywhere. Okay, much love, guys. I'll catch up with you soon. Where's the cursor? The struggles of life, eh? The struggles. Okay, guys, take care. Bye for now.